So what are your interests or hobbies?
वैसे तो I eat design, I drink design, I do design, I work design, I do everything in design. But I think I watch a lot of seasons.
Okay. किस टाइम देखती खाने पीने में सारा डिजाइन
मैंने ये नहीं कहा I sleep design सोने से पहले.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the Design Dialogue. I'm your host Hamza Shehzad, and in today's episode we will talk about different trends, techniques of UX design, and we are having our special guest Ikra. Please welcome her.
Thank you.
So Ikra, आप हमारे ऑडियंस को एक अपना ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन देंगे? So कहाँ से आपने स्टार्ट लिया? How you will move to the design and all that.
Okay, I'm Ikra Zahid. I have done my degree in Bachelor's of Design from ComSats. I think it's a long journey though. But back in time, it was very tough to decide whether I want to pursue this degree, because obviously every parents want their kids to be doctor or engineer. But I initially wanted to be an architect.
Okay.
So when I studied a little about the architecture and what's the degree about, I got to know about the design degree. So I got inspired and I wanted to pursue this one. So I did my bachelor's in it. So basically I am in the field, including my studies. It's been 10 years.
Impressive. So, Ikra, आप मतलब आपकी बिगेस्ट इंस्पिरेशन क्या थी जो मतलब डिजाइन में हुए, या पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट की बेस के ऊपर आप डिजाइन में मूव किया?
I think I was more of a creative person, so I never wanted to go for any other degree. I wanted a degree where my creativity was more into it. So, and I had very less experience of arts in my school or college. So when I read about this one, and back in 2014, in Pakistan, there were very few people who knew about it, who knew specifically about the degree. So when I read, I thought maybe in the international market this had more scope. So back then I thought maybe I'm going to work on an international market. So I pursued this one. So basically it was just about creativity and about learning things in a practical way.
Okay. So अच्छा, आपके अकॉर्डिंग क्या है कि मतलब एज एन डिजाइनर he must be a hard worker or creative person?
I think both of these things go hand in hand. I cannot say a person is creative and he can do anything in design. And I cannot say that a person is hard worker and he can do whatever he wants. So I think both of these things along with consistency is something that can make you do anything in design.
Okay. As a designer, what do you suggest or what do you say कि डिजाइनर किस एनवायरनमेंट में ज़्यादा efficiently वर्क कर सकता है?
See, every person is different. I feel like it depends on their personality. But I genuinely believe that a designer has a soul of an artist. So if you really are an artist, you really want to work in an alone environment. For example, if you say about me, I am kind of a shy designer. So what I will do is I want all the requirements. I'll gather all the information from the developers and the client and my manager and everyone, and then I'll just grab the information and I really want to go and sit alone with the information, and I'll think on it, I'll think about it, and then I'll try to design and create something magical. So I think in order to create something magical, you need your own comfort space. At least I am one of them. Maybe it depends on the personality of the designer.
डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के अंदर ना मतलब डिफरेंट सिनेरियो मेरा ख्याल है पर्सन टू पर्सन भी वेरी करता है कि कुछ लोग हैं जो मल्टी टैलेंटेड है, मतलब डिज़ाइन के साथ साथ सोशल मीडिया, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर वो एक यूएक्स यूआई डिज़ाइनर है तो वो ग्राफिक डिज़ाइनिंग भी प्लस सोशल मीडिया मैनेजमेंट एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा रिलेटेड काम करता रहता है. तो आपने जैसे बताया कि में स्टार्ट में मल्टी टैलेंटेड और मल्टी काम करे, तो आप क्या सजेस्ट करते हैं फॉर न्यू गाई और सीनियर पर्सन के वो मल्टी टैलेंटेड होना चाहिए, या जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं वो हमारे पास पाकिस्तान में काफ़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो कि मल्टी टैलेंटेड मतलब प्रेफर करती हैं, या ये मुझे आप बताएंगे कि छोटे लेवल की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्मॉल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस इसको प्रेफर करती हैं, या ये चीज़ लार्ज स्केल पे भी इम्प्लीमेंट होती है?
मेरा ख्याल है कि ना पाकिस्तान में डिज़ाइन का कॉन्सेप्ट और डिग्री और ये सब कुछ काफ़ी लेट आया, which is why every organization, not every but 80% of the organizations in Pakistan would like a person who is a UI designer, UX designer, content writer, graphic designer, and also manage their social media. So basically in Pakistan this is the concept, but when you work in an international organization, their market is very vast. जिसकी वजह से ना they only want a UI designer, that person has specific skill set and specific JD. Similarly, they would like to hire a UX designer, and that UX designer always has just a UX job. He's not allowed to do UI and all the other things. So basically, I think in Pakistan we are growing. We are going towards that strategy. But right now, it's they would really want a person. For example, if they want a manager, they want him to know everything about every field in design. So that's it.
Okay.
Chai पी लूँ मैं?
हाँ पी ले, मैं पी ले। चीनी कम है इसमें तो चाय भी कम है।
खत्म हो गई।
So Ikra, while you are going to start any project or any design, so what are the steps you initially take, and at the end, whole process of design?
If I can name my design whole flow, I would name it research. I do research before the project. I do research after I receive the whole content, and I do research before my design. I do research after my design. So basically, I research on everything, or what type of product I'm about to design, what are the target audience of the design. So basically, research is my whole process.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So what is that time, और आपको कब ऐसा लगता है कि अब मेरा डिजाइन कंप्लीट है, मतलब it is ready to move?
Yeah, that's a difficult question because I think it never happens. Like for example, if I'm doing a project and today I'm feeling like okay, everything is complete and this is about to move. And the very next day when I come back and I open my files and I check what I did, I always feel like there's something missing. I can do something like this, like that, but then obviously I always have a timeline, so I leave some of the things to that. But I always think that there is something more to the project. I can bring more to it, but due to deadlines and stuff, I always have to keep myself a little bit in control.
ओके सो हमारे जो बिगनर्स हैं जो उन्होंने भी स्टार्ट लिया है, उनके लिए आप किसी मेंटोर को कोई कोर्सेज स्पेसिफिकली यूट्यूब पे या अदर कोर्सेज कोर्सेरा वगैरह के ऊपर कोई रेकमेंड करना चाहें?
YouTube is filled with people who are telling people how to design and how to start the basics.
Yeah.
But I would like to mention GFX Mentor. He's very helpful. He can tell you what tools you can learn from, and how to start. Other than that, I think Coursera is very helpful. There are a lot of courses on design, on specific UI and specific UX. Whichever field you want to pursue, you can always go for that.
So Ikra, thank you for your time. आपने अपना बिजी स्केड्यूल में से हमारे लिए टाइम निकाला, और मज़ीद ऑडियंस का कोई भी क्वेश्चन होगा तो हम उसको कमेंट्स में भी एंटरटेन करेंगे. प्लस यू कैन अप्रोच हर ऑन अ लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल, एंड थैंक यू
Thank you guys. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.